I'm going to be showing you how to take your drums from flat and boring to punchy and exciting. Now in drum and bass we use what's called a syncopated kick drum pattern, where one of the kicks is deliberately accented to highlight the offbeat. Instead of having a kick drum on every beat, we actually remove two of the kick drums from the 2 and the 4, and we syncopate this third kick drum here and we shift it to the offbeat. So instead of landing on the 3, it lands on the 3.3. Our snares don't syncopate and they land on the 2 and the 4. This is the classic drum and bass drum pattern where it's kick, snare, kick, snare. Right, moving on to percussion now. What we want to do is layer a bunch of different percussive elements on top of each other to fill out the top end of our drum break. So the first element that we're going to put in is a closed hat. And so typically in drum and bass, our closed hats run on an 8th note pattern. What beginner producers typically do is they'll put their closed hats in like this on every 8th note. Let's give this a listen. Just sounds a little bit flat and boring. So the way that we can spice this up is we can start to introduce velocity, and we can also remove some of these hi-hats to accentuate different other elements. We have a kick drum on the 1, so we'll remove that hi-hat. There's nothing here. There's a snare here, so we'll remove that. Nothing here, and there's a kick there, snare there, and then nothing there. Bounce a little bit more now, they're a little bit more exciting. Cool, the next element that we're going to add into our drums here is an open hat. Help to sort of fill out the top end. So the next element that I want to add in here that's going to help with the shuffle is we're going to include an open hat on the 3. The next thing that we can add is some 16th note shakers or tambourines. The next element that we're going to add, and arguably the most important of this drum break to make it exciting and to really bring it to life, is the ghost snare. Really nice, tight, snappy snare, as if the drummer's just sort of tapped his snare drum. Now, this is where we can really start to bring our drums to life. And so to mix these drums together,